So wait, it's all over the world now that Today Show is like national news?
Okay, I gotta tell you one more thing.
What?
It was published in England.
What?
Yes.
It's world news?
I think the Daily Mail just publishes it in all their publications, but yeah, the UK.
It's on the Daily Mail?
In UK.
Maybe Kim Kardashian will reach out herself.
That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping.
This was Mackenzie Shirilla bragging about going viral after taking the lives of 2 innocent souls. Those words will forever haunt her, because Davian's sister, Davine Flanagan, isn't letting it go. In a powerful statement, Davine breaks down why she doesn't believe Mackenzie has shown even a shred of remorse. And now, Mackenzie faces what might be the worst news of her life.
My name is Davine Flanagan. I'm coming on here to spread more awareness about this man right here. This man right here is my brother. His name was Davian Flanagan. I'm coming on here because it recently hit 3 years since I lost my brother, and an incident where he was murdered in a car crash by a girl named Mackenzie Shirilla. She not only killed my brother, she also killed her boyfriend Dominic Russo. If you hear that beeping, it's my insulin pump. Just ignore it. But I came across a video, which is the one posted before this, where it's a cell call between her and her mother, because she's on there making a fool of not only herself, but of, the situation that has gone on for, 3 years, over 3 years now. I don't know where this video is going or where it's going to take me or who it's going to reach. But the fact that she's over here, laughing and finds it funny that she got caught up, right? She got in trouble with what she did. And, the evidence points towards her killing 2 people on purpose. I mean, I don't think it's funny. This pain that she's unable to feel or whatever and thinks is so funny is something I have to live with the rest of my life. The Russos have to live with for the rest of their life. Friends and family of Davian and Dom have to live with for the rest of their life. It's hard. It's beyond hard, especially coming from, foster care, going through so many traumatic things, and actually, being able to look down and say him, Davian, was someone I knew longer than my own parents now, because he was there from day one. There are times I don't sleep. There's times that, I don't feel safe walking out in public without, people, saying something, or, not knowing how to handle me because I'm, fragile. But what a lot of people don't know is that the pain that me, my brother Davian, and my little sister have endured started before all of this. Everyone can have their own opinion on this whole, situation, but at the end of the day, that's not gonna bring 2 people back, 2 people's lives back. That's not gonna, stop proving that Mackenzie has no remorse. It's not, gonna change the fact that she killed 2 people and she, is over there laughing and thinks it's funny. So yes, I will continue to be, posting videos of my brother and, how much I miss him. He is definitely someone who is missed. I mean, I'm honestly at a loss for words of how someone, close to my age could find this funny. It might be my kind heart and my soul, but I know damn well if I kill 2 people, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, 4 years later, 5 years later, you know what I'm saying? Like, time after time again, I wouldn't find it funny, ever. No matter how nationwide it gets. If it reaches Kim Kardashian. But you can go ahead and think it's funny, and it's a joke. But at the end of the day, she's living. But those 2 boys aren't. They're dead. They're gone. And, you can forgive her. You can go ahead and, look at the Free Mackenzie Facebook page and support her. But I don't know if I'll ever be able to forgive her half-felt apologies through all of this. Because at the end of the day, you may be apologizing, but it doesn't mean you mean it. Because sitting here laughing, sitting here with your crocodile tears and pretending to care, it's fake, it's an act. And I mean, you don't have to see it, but I do. So yes, I've been through a lot. I can't sit here and lie and say I haven't. But at the end of the day, God gives the toughest battles to the strongest people. I have my bad days. I have the days where I don't want to get out of bed. I have my bad days, okay? But look at me. I'm still here. I'm still speaking about him, the person he was, and shedding light on the person Mackenzie is. Okay, so I'm having a breakdown or meltdown or whatever. I'm currently at the grave, and it's just really hard right now. I don't know, it just hit me really hard today.
So that was the little sister to Davion, and you can see how powerful that was. She is not playing, and she's going to be around for a very long time. And Mackenzie just got the worst news again. The victim impact and how much they are involved when it comes to the parole hearing is going to be what determines when Mackenzie gets out or not, and she ain't going nowhere. She's showing no remorse. So this right here is another L for Mackenzie. These calls being released showing that she just doesn't give a crap about the victims. I mean, come on, we all heard it. Now let's get to this free Mackenzie Shirilla Facebook page that the mom is running, because now they're doing more damage control. So the mom is playing damage control when it comes to Carney talk. She says he claims Mackenzie said in the hospital, "Can I just have them say I had a seizure?" That's what she said. We all heard it in Carney talk. It got translated. But the mom's saying that's not what she said. She said that the Carney talk translation is, "Can I ask them to do community service or take my license, not for murder?" And we know that's such cap. It took you guys, what, months for you to come up with this, because now that you got your Carney talk exposed and we all know what you guys are saying because it's getting translated, now you're trying to play damage control and say that you're saying something else. It ain't going to work. Now, as I was reviewing their Facebook free Mackenzie, right, and all the bullcrap that they're spilling to all these people, haters and supporters, I'm looking in there and I find this video. It's under the channel Godfather, and it sounds like her father made his own video of like his, reasonings why Mackenzie should be free. Now let's review this video together with y'all, and let's break this down and let's see what kind of bullcrap that they're pushing. Let's go.
Mackenzie Shirilla was 17 years old on the morning of a fatal car accident where both her passengers were killed, and Mackenzie herself was left clinging to life.
Now, let's be real. Was she really clinging to life? I mean, she was sitting there for almost an hour, and then till they came and got her, she was still alive. I mean, if she was clinging to life in that hour, I believe she would have bled out and died. That's just my opinion, though.
This tree would be going straight into the building. She obviously did not go straight into the building. The car turned to the right.
That doesn't help your argument. It just shows that Mackenzie was trying to kill Dom by swerving to the right. And if they're saying Dom grabbed the steering wheel, he's not going to grab it and turn it towards him. He's going to turn it the other way because she's trying to do that. So whatever they're trying to say doesn't make sense.
The car struck this sign on Mackenzie's side first, the driver's side. This sign used to be 2.5 times bigger than this. After the car went through the sign, then the car struck the building on Dominic and Davion's side. But she did not go straight into the building. The car turned to the right, hit the sign.
Instead of doing another edit because you messed up and said she turned, he just said it right there. She turned. Oh, the car turned. Come on, listen to this again.
Go straight into the building. The car turned to the right, hit the sign, then the building. This is the road where Mackenzie calmly put her blinker on Pearl Road and took a right onto Progress Parkway. This is the long drive leading up to where the accident took place. One of the big things that they were saying, and they use this as evidence, that she planned this road because it was out of the way and no one would see what happened. This is a complete lie. Mackenzie has taken this route home numerous times, and anyone that lives in Strongsville uses this road to cut through, as it saves a lot of time.
This might be the only thing that he's saying that is true, and again, it doesn't matter. Just because it's a shortcut to get where she needs to go doesn't mean that she didn't try to kill them. She just did it on that road, and of course, they're going to spice it up with the prosecution because they're trying to get her convicted.
Especially during busy times. But Mackenzie has taken this route on numerous occasions, and although her phone did ping here a few days prior to the accident, that is irrelevant because she always cuts through here. This was not a planned road to do something horrible on. This was the way Mackenzie drove all the time, and there was nothing unusual about her using this route, yet they used this as a strong case of evidence against her. The girl cried uncontrollably every day, every night, and could not stop crying. These are all posts made after the accident of where she confesses how much she misses him and how much she wishes that she could replace him, how much that she just wishes he was still here.
So I understand that she misses Dom and she feels bad because she doesn't have him around her all the time, right? But what about Davion? Because you never hear her talk about Davion. That is an innocent bystander that got murdered in something of crime of, like, even if they call this crime of passion, you still murdered somebody else that was in the back seat and you don't give a shit about it. That's the issue. That's why we were making this video.
Daily and nightly. She went to the grave sites daily and visited both Dominic's and Davion's grave site.
But Dom's gravesite got lit on fire. You're going to tell me that Dom had ops? He had no ops. That we know who did it. And I'm going to make a whole video about that. We know who lit his gravesite on fire.
She had a shrine of flowers and a shrine of photos of him next to her bed, and she just stared at and cried continuously. This girl was very hurt, and she has no recollection of what happened. If you look closely at the one photo, there's literally a tear rolling down her cheek.
Okay, this video is bullcrap. Are you serious? This is acting. This is staged. One tear falling down her cheek because she's at a concert. You know she was freaking screaming and having fun that day. She just had to do it for the gram. Make it look like she cares that Dom is gone.
This is obviously someone that was just completely devastated that she even had to be there.
That's the thing. She didn't have to be there, though. Like, oh my gosh. But this is where we're going to leave out with. This is interesting. The judge that sentenced Mackenzie's last name was Russo, the same last name as one of the victims and her former boyfriend, Dom. So, was there conflict of interest there? No, because she was not related to Dom at all. We looked into it. It's facts. But look at Mackenzie's face when she finds out that's the last name of the judge.
Yes. All right. All right. We'll know Mr. McDonald's been retained. Case goes back to Judge Nancy Maria Russo. Judge Russo's staff will set that next breach on day. Russo's staff will set that next breach on day. Russo's staff will set that next breach on day. Thank you, Your Honor.
Pass the split, this stupid ass bitch try to crash the whip. I never wanna get in this car again. You can never heal these scars again. Pass the split, this stupid ass bitch try to crash the whip. I never wanna get in this car again. You can never heal these scars again. Papa Steve with that man, listen, yeah, Kenzie, better get your ass in that damn kitchen, cooking for the inmates, and you really need to pay attention. Yeah, you really think you gon' get out, you can keep wishing. Yeah, them bitches, once you dead, they going on a mission. She doing Kegels in the cell, yeah, she's in position. She ain't got the proper products, yeah, she smelling fishy. Them homemade dildos, yeah, they hitting different. It's okay that you gay now. I heard you doing crochet now. You on the yard from the playground. You gonna stand up or you gonna lay down? Pass the spliff. This stupid ass bitch try to crash the whip. Pass the spliff. This stupid ass bitch try to crash the whip. I'm never gonna go in this car again. This stupid ass bitch can heal these scars again. I'm smoking so much Kenzie, I'm in Mars again. I'm never gonna get involved again. This little ass bitch won't evolve in the end. She will never ever drive a car again. Her parents gonna be long and gone by then.
What are you doing? You need to get away from me. You need to get away from me. I'm calling the police.
What the fuck? Yeah. Yo, Kenzie, this your last ride. Yo, Kenzie, this your last ride. You can't run, you can't hide. Yo, Kenzie, this your last ride. Yo, Kenzie, this your last. You can't run, you can't hide. Yo, Kenzie, this your last ride. Yo, Kenzie, this your last. Boy, you even them crash. You choose that Yoda just like a Benz. You give this bitch a second chance. I swear she'll do it again. Yo, put her in the water in prison with them sharks if she can swim. I think she is a mean girl in the pen. She ain't got real friends. Put her in a cell with Sarah Boone. She's gonna break and bend. Yo, Sarah Boone, put you in a suitcase, now your life gon' end. They don't rape your ass, tied you up and then taped your ass. Put you on the screen, yeah, they taped your ass. 2 bitches done ate your ass. Ooh, cause y'all ain't got nothing to do. Yeah, you should've never did voodoo. They ran the chain just like choo-choo. Now you crying just like boo-hoo. All them kites they send them through. I know you want K2. All your friends said they gay too. All your friends, they gay too. This bitch won't see outside to the year 2035. You can't run, you can't hide. That's your last ride. I know some bitches that gon' pull up and they slide. But I know some dudes that won't do shit, yeah, look at Hyde. Danny Masterson's in prison, living the best life.
One of the most overlooked parts of this case is the role of Mackenzie's father. While most people focus on her actions, the dad himself revealed red flags that can't be ignored. In the heat of that hospital incident, he admitted to officers that his own daughter needed a psych evaluation because she wasn't making sound decisions. That wasn't grief talking. That was a parent exposing something much darker. And that's exactly when the detective on duty stepped in.
Hello?
Hi, is this Sergeant Doyle?
Yes. How are you?
Good. This is Detective Jesus from the police. How you doing?
Good. Yeah, as I said, I talked to a couple of your officers today. We just happened to be. I'm sorry, I'm congested from a cold.
So, no worries, Sergeant.
Yeah, like I don't mind like writing something, but I don't know how good it would be since there was only like a very, very brief interaction with him. So.
Well, this is was this pertaining to to that call you guys were sent to August 6th, where she was combative?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the same one. Because I was gonna say I know someone reached out to you guys about that.
Right. And is there? I'm not trying to question your guys' procedures, but is there a reason why no report was generated?
Well, we don't really unless it's a hands-on or something like that, or like a big disturbance. We don't generate reports for that kind of stuff. It's just
gotcha. Okay. Well, at this point, this is a homicide investigation, and so what Shirilla's dad said to you is material. I consulted with the prosecutor, and it's extremely important because we are trying to show that she intentionally drove the car into the wall. And if her dad made those statements, that's critical.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest with you. I remember him saying she needs a psych eval, but I don't remember how he said it, why he said it. I remember the word psych eval in there.
Okay. So what you told the officers this morning was that he kind of alluded to or stated that she wanted to take her life and drove the car into the building.
No, that's not how I worded it this morning. He just said he's my daughter was in a serious accident or something along those lines, and he was mad that the staff wasn't helping him out. So he's they need to do a psych eval because she wanted to leave. That's why we were up there because she was screaming and yelling.
Okay. And do you guys not wear body cameras?
No, we do not.
Okay. Well, Sarge, listen, I know this is a pain in the ass for you, but I'm going to need a statement from you. You can reply to the email that I sent, and you got to be detailed because the prosecutor's going to look at it. Like I said, this is a homicide investigation.
No, I totally understand.
So, you know, I know the CAD number, your guys' CAD number is 31787. But, you know, whatever the dad told you, you know, describe how his demeanor was. You know, and, you know, if the prosecutor looks at it and has more questions, I'll have the prosecutor call you directly.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, I was going to say, that was like back in what, August
6th, yeah. August 6th.
Yeah, I was going to say, like our policy is, like, unless it's a real big disturbance or, like, as long as it's, like, not a hands-on or anything, it's just a CAD call, like, for KCC.
Yeah, I mean that's your procedure. You know, if the prosecutor has an issue with it, then you know he'll ask you about it, and you just testify to your procedure. But like I said, the details of that encounter are very critical, especially at this point in the investigation, because everything is lining up to show this was not just an accident, was not a random act. So
I don't like. He cause I barely talked to her at all, cause we stepped out and talked to the dad, and then I have to look to see who came up there with me.
The badge numbers are 3 and 77. Which one are you?
3.
You're 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So number 77 was with you. He was actually. Looks like you guys both got there at the same time. Okay. You were there for about 20 minutes, according to your CAD call. But no big deal, Sarge. Like I said, you know, write as much as you can, be as detailed and descriptive as you can. Describe the dad, his demeanor, the circumstances. I mean, like I said, this is going into a homicide investigation. So I'll just give it to the prosecutor, and we'll see. We'll take it from there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll talk to 77 Officer Tucciarone tonight too.
Okay, yeah, and if he had heard anything else, just have him separately send me an email too, if you don't mind.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, George. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's your guy, Blue Eyes, the host with the most and tattoos of a ghost. Rest in peace, Boo. Ronnie Blue Eyes, Scandal Squad, DVS, Stuck in the System, New Age Plug, L Plugger. You are now riding with the YouTube streets. Let's ride. Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, yeah, hey.
Alright, he's not, I think I'm cool.
Okay.
But yeah, when I get up, I'm gonna try to order some commissary.
Yeah, they have to get that to work for you.
Yeah, I don't know what to get.
What are your options?
I don't know. All I know is I'm getting deodorant, because the deodorant we have, smells where, it doesn't, work.
Did you shower?
No, I'm scared to.
Oh, okay.
It's been kind of washing up in the sink.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yes, and Candy was so cute.
Yo, hold on right quick.
I
I just want to say my bad, but she's scared to shower. We're gonna get into all this, but yo, make sure you put the subtitles on and speed it up so we all Gucci. But yo, she's saying she's scared to shower, bro. She's in there scrubbing.
Yeah, listen, man, she just got a train ran on her in the shower, so I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Listen, I think this is all bullshit, but she's definitely not scared to shower anymore.
I hug her so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I miss her so much.
How do you think I did, okay?
Yeah, that prosecutor was pissing me off, though. I don't know what was
I know, I'm like...
I was getting so pissed off. I wanted to, get up and be like, shut the fuck up, and, tell him to sit, so bad. He was pissing me off. He was so
I was ready for anything. We got nothing to hide. You could ask me anything you want.
First of all, when I got diagnosed, nobody ever told me that anything about driving.
Put that on the license. Exactly. No,
that was never said. Ever.
Diagnosed with what?
Right, and the mother's feeding right into the bullshit. This is crazy. She's enabling, not even enabling. She's enhancing this shit.
She's really leading and trying to. She's leading her in a way where they're speaking like in a code language, like you know, you don't really have to say much to understand what's going on between the two.
Right. Facts.
If we do have to, then we will.
Yes, like I don't care. Like, why would we lie and just not do that? If I knew that could affect my driving, I probably would never drive. Like,
people are allowed to drive with that, so don't say that.
And ever since I got in here, it's been bad again. Like, I don't know what it is. Like I blacked out the other day, and like it was so weird. It was like not normal. Like, it wasn't like bad how it usually is, but it was also like not like good. I don't know how to explain it. It was just like the first time I ever had a blackout like that. Like, it was like weird as fuck. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, just make sure you're eating. Okay, when you get your if you can do your commissary, make sure you get some chips.
Yo, you catch that? The way she said eating, and we talked about this in the past when we had the girls up, actually, you know, the ex-girlfriend and the one that was locked up with her, about her potentially, in my opinion, be throwing up food, and, you know, because she's always conscious of the way she looks and stuff like that. So the way the mother said eating is like, between you and me, I know what you be up to, you better be eating. Like, that's how I took it, you know?
I can see that. I can definitely see that. But I was definitely going to go more in the direction of maybe some blood sugar situation. Maybe she gets low blood sugar.
That could be.
But that could be a part of what you're saying. That could be, you know, a side effect of her doing what you said. You know,
right?
Salty.
I know, I'm going to.
Although there is salt in peanut butter, so that should be okay.
All I've been eating is peanut butter, bread, and cookies.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to see how that. Please have somebody get that to work for you.
I know, I'm going to. This is just irritating as fuck.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, I hate how I don't like how I can't come out of my room. Why the fuck am I on a 7-day hold? That just pisses me off.
It's just part of the procedure. There's nothing you can do about that.
And I'm so scared about, like, do you think court went well? You're like.
I don't know. I wasn't in there.
Well, from what you were in there for.
I can't say either way, but I do know that whatever happens is going to be the right thing for this moment. So I can't say anything on the phone.
I'm literally like extremely nervous, and like
I know. I know. Me too.
Like, I feel like there's weird shit going on. Like, I feel like something like is happening that, like, I don't know. I just feel like there's like bribery or like something weird going on. Like,
and if there's weird shit, then we'll just appeal it.
Well, what if they are good as fuck at covering it up?
Well, that's the problem. I don't know.
Like, how do we figure out that they did weird shit? Like, just because I feel like it doesn't mean it's happening.
Yeah, I know. I don't know, honey. Well, it's not. We can't go there. Don't go there. Okay? We just have to not go there because there's nothing we can do about that part. Okay?
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do. It's literally out of our. It's literally.
You see this shit? You see the deflection, bro? So they're both obviously insane, but they're up there passing the buck. Like, they're the criminals on the other side. There's allegedly bribery going on, and supposedly this and that. It's like, yo, the misdirection and the deflection is crazy on this one.
It's almost like they're talking to somebody, but they don't know who the fuck they're talking to, and what they're talking doesn't really make any sense because I've caught two contradictions. You know what I'm saying? Her blacking out being a thing at the wheel. You know what I mean? And her trying to say that it was something that's been happening, but you just said you blacked out for the first time. You know what I mean?
In a while, and it was bad. So, like, obviously it happened before, but not for a while.
No, I'm not buying this shit, man. She's a goddamn storyteller. Her and her mother.
Oh yeah, Walt Disney with it.
They're over there trying to pull the wool over somebody's eyes. I don't know who the fuck they think they're talking to, or maybe they're subconsciously, indirectly talking to the fucking DA. But I don't know what they're on. They're done, man. She's cooked.
Yeah. Who you think you fooling? Not this kid from Newland.
Never hands at this point, okay? So we just have to pray that she has a nice, relaxing
weekend. Do you
weekend.
think Jim did a good job?
I think he's amazing. I think he did. I don't think there was anything else he could have done or said. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I do. I think that he knows the truth, and I think he, loved you.
I was like, I was asking him if I can just testify to show them that, like, I have nothing to hide, and he was like, I don't know if that's a good idea at this point.
Right. And so then in that part,
yo, that would be all bad.
And lean on our lead.
If they put her up on the stand, bro, that would have been all bad.
Nah, I think she would have been able to persuade some jurors.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was the judge, right?
It was the judge, but if she would have went in front of a jury,
yeah,
I think she would have been able to persuade. The fact that her mother's on her side, heavy, there would have been a lot of things that would have been in her favor. Honestly, she had a better chance with the jury than she did with the judge. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I remember we talked about that. I disagreed, but I see your point.
School counsel, and then if we have to appeal it, then you will. We'll revisit that.
They said an appeal takes like a year, though.
Time served is time served with that.
I'm saying an appeal takes like a year.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
So I'll be sitting in jail for a year before my appeal is even maybe seen.
Kenzie, we can't go there. Please just don't go there. Just live in right now, okay?
I mean, I hope the truth prevails. If they see the truth, and they'll know that this was nothing but a car accident. They'll just see that there's a third victim, and it's me, and I lost the love of my life and a good friend, and now I have to just deal with this grief the rest of my life, and deal with being scared to drive and stuff. Like, that's just like
scared to out of all things.
Now she's the victim. I gotta deal with this grief, and I can't drive. My bad, bro. But this is getting
Yeah, I can't drive. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What does that have to do with the price of fucking tea in China, bitch? Holy shit.
And I don't like how they they had henchmen go and lie on the stand, because like I never said that. I said you tried to kill me to Dom, and he admitted to it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I don't like how it wasn't shown. I don't know.
I know. Every single one of these things is a huge decision. So that's why we just have to hope and pray that everything is going to work out exactly as it should. Okay?
I slept 19 hours yesterday, like straight.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Like I slept from like 7 to like, I slept from like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It was more like 18 hours, but like I slept long as fuck.
That's good.
I keep seeing, you know how I told you my eye does that weird little thing where I like see a spark?
Mm-hmm.
I just seen it again. I swear it's Dom.
Aww.
Yo, Plug was
and I don't know.
Yo, Plug was just talking about that. The eye.
She just said that she saw a spark and that she thinks that it's Dom. She's out of her fucking mind.
If you were in court when they said it, they played a text message that I texted to Miss Russo.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna get hypnotized so I can remember. And I was like, man, they probably think I'm crazy as fuck. But like, I really wanted to get hypnotized and to remember, like,
yeah, no, that doesn't sound crazy. Yeah, that does not sound crazy, honey.
Well, to people who aren't into that shit, they probably think I'm weird as fuck for that. But
Gigi called me today.
What'd she say?
I couldn't talk because I was about to go in, but she called checking on you. Miss Tent sent a message saying that she's in visitation right now and she misses you like crazy. She's thinking about you.
What's going on with what's the news saying? Like, how's the news putting this?
Lincoln's aunt. Okay, dropped out Lincoln off, and she was talking to the news, and Auntie Tiffany got mad. She's like, I don't care about what they're saying. And she was like, no, what I mean is, it's like, it looks like bullshit. Like, what is this? That was my take was from the news. And Tiffany's like, oh, really? And she's like, yeah. And Tiffany's like, okay, well, good. I hope more people feel that way because, yeah, right.
Well, what did you see from the news is what I'm asking.
I have not been watching anything.
Well, I want you to watch it so you can tell me what's like the opinion.
I have been checking the comments. It's nobody we know.
It doesn't matter if it's anybody we know. I don't care if it's anyone we know. What are they saying? Are they saying like good or bad? Like, is it?
Well, they're saying Well, see, they think they don't know anything, so who cares?
Oh my gosh, they're watching the trial go on right now. So clear, like.
Oh.
She's so caught up.
Yeah.
What her image is gonna be.
Right.
And
narrative. They're arguing over this shit.
But whether or not she's gonna be able to, have some kind of like chance of getting out. You know what I mean? Right. But she is delusional, bro, all the way.
Oh yeah,
There's got to be some sort of psychosis.
Oh yeah.
Has never been addressed.
Facts.
Okay. No.
So what are they saying?
No, because the live stream just started yesterday. So I don't know. I have to look.
Oh my God, Mom, why?
I have to look because he didn't start. There's a lot of people saying stuff like, "You guys are adults," and the fact that you're talking like this about an 18-year-old is disgusting. I can't believe this is your source of entertainment and gossip, stuff like that. You know what I mean? And other people, you fit real close with Davion and stuff. They're obviously upset and saying things. I don't even know who they are, though. And then the one was like, I can't believe she dressed up like weed, a blunt. I'm like, well, she didn't.
Wait, can't believe she dressed up as what?
A blunt.
Oh.
For Halloween, or she actually went out looking like a corpse for Halloween. I'm like, well, she didn't. You guys are stupid. She was a vampire, dumbass. So, I mean, it's just people like that, talking like that. They're just dumb.
So are they?
They just be fucking lying, man. She just be telling stories. She's just
lying out their teeth, right out their teeth.
Like, most of the people saying like that they like think what they're doing is wrong, and they know like this is just a car accident, or are most of the people saying that this wasn't like?
It's a little bit of everything.
That just doesn't help at all.
I know it doesn't. I'm sorry, but it is.
So, you need to figure like I don't know. I'm just gonna need to ask someone who like I don't know like.
Do you want to talk to Kendra?
No, I just want to know like what they're saying.
You hear this shit? She's like, bro, you ain't fucking telling me, but I want to know what I want to hear.
Her mother
have to ask somebody else.
Mother doesn't want to tell her that she's fucking cooked. That's what it is. You're cooked, Kenzie. You're fucking cooked.
Way more than me. I haven't.
Okay, yes, and ask her because she's going to be honest.
I will. Well, and she's reading everything. I haven't seen everything.
Okay.
So I'll ask her.
Okay, ask her. Why aren't you asking her?
No, she's not here. Because you're not here.
Because what?
She couldn't come today. Auntie Tiffany couldn't come today.
Oh.
So she's not here.
Well, have Danny look.
Huh?
Have Danny look and.
I'm not going to do that. She can't even be here because of how it's affecting her seeing you like that. She's not going to want to read that stuff. I'll ask Auntie Tiffany.
Well, I'm not going to be able to know until I call you again. I don't know when I'm going to be able to call you again.
Well, hopefully tomorrow. I'm not going to get to talk to Auntie Tiffany anyway. She's working.
So I got here Monday, so that's my 7th day here is Monday.
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
Because I need to get the fuck out of my room. We're in our room like hella here, like way too much here.
Well, I know, but that's because of the 7-day thing.
No, it's not. It's like everybody is just in their room a long ass time.
I have one, 2, 3. I know, honey. There's nothing I can do about that, though.
Can you just pay my bond and get me out of here, please?
Yo.
Like, go to a bail bondsman and see if they can do the 10%.
What the
Why aren't you listening? I'm going to hang up.
I am listening. I said thank you to somebody when you were talking. I don't know how much an appeal is. Okay, so can we
pay my phone?
It's over for you, kid. You're done. There's none of that shit.
How she even think she had one at the time? Is it $1 million or something?
That only happens if they say, "Yo, you have grounds for an appeal." You get a whole new case.
Because this was 2 years ago, right? Correct.
She's out of her rabbit ass mind.
Facts.
Just wait until Monday. Okay.
Yeah, let's just wait until Monday when I can just they're probably going to take my bond away on Monday.
That's what I mean. So let's just wait.
What do you mean? That's what you mean. They're probably
That's what I mean. I knew she was going to get heated, bro.
No, we don't know if that's true or not. I know this whole situation sucks. You're just going to have to wait.
This is just wrong. What the fuck they're doing?
I know
it's so wrong, and they're just trying to juice it.
I know.
Yes, I'm getting very irritated. Like, and I need to get the fuck out of jail because they're just trying to fuck me over bad as fuck.
I know.
Tell me why there's a bathtub here.
What?
Yeah,
What?
I would never. I'm not getting in. I don't give a fuck. They have a
Whoa.
bathtub.
What the
No.
fuck?
Is there
They
any
got a
time you can shower by
bathtub,
yourself?
bro?
I don't know. I just don't want to get in the
Yo,
shower.
hold up. Plug
Yeah,
got
no,
some crazy. He got some crazy opportunities for the thumbnails. She's talking about bathtubs, scared to get in the shower, like eating peanut butter cookie sandwiches. Like the possibilities are endless with this thumbnail. Is gonna be crazy.
I don't feel comfortable doing that.
I just want to call this warden person and find out what's going on with the floor and the tablet and stuff.
Yes, the tablet. I really need the tablet so I can watch movies.
Yes.
Look,
that
after
would
this
help.
call, I'm gonna go try to do my commissary. How about that? And then you call, and then I'm gonna call
and
you
I'll
back.
call that place.
But if I don't call you back, then I have to go in my room.
Okay. Yeah, I
So
got the number right here.
For the warden.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or whoever this is. That's the main office, I guess. What is it?
No, you need to get
She
the
says
warden.
here, just call this number. Wait, warden office. Yeah.
Yeah, cause
I couldn't read her handwriting. It's so curly.
yeah, it's
So.
annoying as fuck.
Mhm.
They asked me, like, am I scared when I first got here? And I'm like, no.
Yo, then
Apparently
they
it's for your
immediately
safety.
go into that shit. You see, they talk about, yo, if am I scared, and then boom, they immediately start talking code with that gibberish and that pig Latin, that Connie talk. Like that was crazy. That was quick too, bro. You could run it back, but I just had to point that out for the chat. Salute.
I don't give a fuck. They told me that. I know. I don't care. This is not giving. It does not make
Well,
me
if it's for your
be on
safety,
the floor.
but if it's for your safety, then you should have a tablet. If you're not really, you know what I mean?
But yeah, so 1 minute left. I'm gonna let you call that person, and then I'm gonna call you back. Hopefully, if not, I'll try to call you.
I'll call him right now.
First thing tomorrow. Well, I'm just gonna hang up right now so you can call them and I can get a call faster. But
all right, baby, I love you.
I love you guys so much. Please try to get me my tablet and get me off this floor. And I love you, love you, love you so much. I'll try to talk to you as soon as possible, Mom. I love you.
Stay positive. Love you.
Love you. Bye. Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye. Love you.
The caller has hung up.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
YouTube streets. Yeah.
And as always, shout out to phone calls from prison. You heard?
Salute. You know. Thanks for riding with the YouTube streets. Yeah.
Yep. That was one hell of a call, man. The mother's an enabler. They think they're in some sort of sorority, and she's away off to college, and she's gonna send her care packages and socks and shit.
Yeah,
it's crazy. The fact that she allowed this to grow out of control. Talking about Mackenzie here, the monster.
Yeah, she created the monster. Yeah,
is absolutely
wild.
Wild.
Wicked wild.
Because it seems like the mom's always wanted a friend and not to be a parent.
Right.
If that was her fucking agenda, she definitely sucked at that, bro. Respectfully. But what do I know?
Yeah. If you want to be both, you gotta be a parent first. Like it's crazy, it's a scandalous world. But like you said, she's an iPad baby. She's all about that tablet. You feel me?
Yeah, that friendship doesn't come to a lot later on in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I'm just old school, I guess. But till next time, stay humble, but stay responsibly dangerous. Yo, Ronnie, it's always a pleasure, man. We're gonna get up out of here. Salute to everybody in the chat. Thank you for tuning in. Ronnie, take us out of here.
Like button if you like something. DVS stuck in the system. Ronnie Blue Eyes. YouTube streets. Peace. Scandalous squad.
The final text messages between Mackenzie Shirilla and her boyfriend Dom are nothing short of chilling. In these conversations, the couple goes back and forth accusing each other of threats, violence, and even attempted murder. Dom references Mackenzie pulling knives and threatening to stab him, while Mackenzie fires back, questioning why she would ever feel comfortable being in a car with him again. These are not normal teenage arguments. They reveal a toxic, dangerous relationship spiraling completely out of control. Just days before the fatal crash, the texts became darker and more disturbing. Mackenzie accused Dom of nearly killing her, while Dom insisted he'd never try to harm her and was cool with breaking up. But beneath his attempts to calm the situation, the tension was undeniable.
As we dig deeper into this case, we are learning new stuff. like Dom and Mackenzie having some kind of toxic relationship, but more on Mackenzie's end, and she tried to paint Dom to be out to be some guy that was actually going to kill her, and I quote, kill her. And that's what she was saying to Dom's mom. So let's read these text messages real quick. And this is Mackenzie messaging Dom's mom. Can you come get Dom? He just grabbed my steering wheel on the highway trying to spin out my car and hurt me. I'm scared to drive because it's raining, so I just need him to get picked up. If he doesn't get out my car, I'm calling my dad, so please tell him to get out. And the mom responds saying Hinch is on his way, calm down. And then they argue back and forth about Dom and how she's in fear for her life, and the mom saying no one should touch anyone, no one's fighting for sure in the car, he never put his hands on you. And Mackenzie, being so green to the situation, trying to get a mom to turn on her own son, should have realized that's not going to happen. Since Mackenzie had Dom blocked on messaging, this is them on, I believe, IG, talking back and forth. And what was said next is super eerie. He says, no, I was saying if I was trying to kill anyone in that situation, and he's talking about grabbing the wheel, that he would die first. Now, when you first look at this, some people are like, oh, Mackenzie was in a toxic relationship and Dom tried to do it to her first. But that's not the case. See, that little situation, nothing happened. No wreck, no one crashed into a wall, nothing like that. Mackenzie took it to the next level because she, in her head, thought Dom was trying to do that to her. So this actually makes it look even worse. If this was presented in front of a jury, it gives Mackenzie the premeditated factor, and it puts it all in place. It gets you the mindset, and I believe the proper term for this is projecting, gaslighting, and just hypocrisy in general, because it's kind of like when someone's cheating. She's like accusing somebody of cheating, but she's the one cheating. It's the same thing with this whole car situation. She's accusing him of almost killing her, but in her head, she's going to be the one, and ultimately she's the one that kills him doing what she accused him of. That's why I'm saying this is projecting, because at the end of the day, I know it happens, it's rare, but you're never going to be with the one you're with in high school. You're going to move on, find somebody else. It's just like puppy love. And they were on the tail end of their relationship. And I believe Pino and Raw Talk said it too. I can't have you, no one else can, because that's what ultimately ended up being the motive. Their relationship was coming to an end. She had a fallout with Dom's mom, and she'll never gain that respect from Dom's mom. She never liked her. That's why in the body cam, you can hear her in the background saying, what did she do? What did Mackenzie do?
Everybody's sleeping. Angela's in Florida. Wait, where's Mackenzie's mom?
Okay. They're down at Metro right now. Okay. The other two passengers, like I said, was Davion and who we believe is Dominic, okay? From what Mackenzie told us. Okay. Both Davion and Dominic are deceased.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Christine.
Sit down.
Oh, God.
Just sit down.
Oh, my God.
Krista's going to come outside.
That's okay.
Christine.
Yes, just take a deep breath. It's okay.
Oh, my God.
No.
Christine.
No, he can't be. What did she do?
Christine.
What did she do?
It would be best.
Oh, my God.
Is there somebody else we can call for you?
Oh, my God.
Is there somebody we can call for you? Okay, wait. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Hold on.
Now, I honestly think they should play this clip of the mom going through this suffering in Mackenzie's cell for the rest of her life, so she understands the damage she done to people. I really don't even think she understands the pain she's caused for the loved ones involved in this case. A mother's instinct went to Mackenzie, what did you do? Because she knew deep in her heart that Mackenzie did exactly what she accused Dom was going to do to her. Now, after the crash and before the conviction, the mother, Natalie, the owner of the vehicle, was calling detectives over and over, saying that she was getting threats, that her daughter's life was in danger. She did another call. We released one call already, but this is a 3-minute call of Natalie complaining and playing victim like she always does.
Hello?
Hi, is this Natalie?
Speaking.
This is Detective Jesus, Brownsville Police, returning your voicemail.
Hey.
Hey, I was out for last week due to training, so I just got your voicemail.
Okay.
Okay, so typically this is not something I handle. Threats like this, if it's non-emergency, you'd have to contact our patrol division, and a police officer would come out and handle it. And if it is an emergency, like if there's somebody outside your house, call 911. But as a courtesy, I will give Tyler a call just to kind of poke into it. But generally, you know, our patrol division handles those.
Okay.
Okay.
Nothing has come up yet. We're obviously very nervous and worried still because there's been a couple of people who've made evil, hateful threats. And it may have been off the cuff because, you know, emotions are awful high and terrible and stuff, but I appreciate your call.
No, of course. Like I said, I'm sorry I didn't call earlier, but if those rise, so there's a lot of rumors, right? I think we've both established that, and a lot of them are not credible, but we do want to address them. So, like I said, if you see, especially if it's on social media, something posted, not just, hey, I heard from so-and-so who heard from so-and-so, if it's something credible, please call our patrol division. We'll send an officer, and that officer will follow up and generate whatever necessary reports. And ultimately, if it needs to come up to our detective bureau, then we'll look into it. But in the meantime, you know, if you see somebody outside your house, or you know, you feel like somebody's in the area, call 911. Like this rises to the level of exigency. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Is Mackenzie doing okay? Is she out of the hospital?
She's right here next to me.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Well, hey, hopefully she can put this behind her and move on.
I can't.
Okay.
Sorry. We cry every day, all day, probably for the rest of our lives. So, but thank you. I appreciate your help.
Not a problem. Like I said, if you need anything, don't hesitate.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Of course. Bye-bye.
Are you going to put a call into him out of courtesy?
Yeah, I'm going to call him. I'm just going to, and like I said, I called him before and he was not cooperative. So I don't know if he's going to answer. So, like I said, if you have something like, if there's a screenshot of him making a threat, that's different. I can send a cop to his house right now.
Okay.
But if it's just rumors, you know, I will call and see if I can talk to him.
Memorial to my friends, Rosie and Bubba, that like he's gonna get like karma for Dom. Like I did this on fucking purpose.
Well,
He's gonna hurt me, and he has plans for me when I get out and stuff. And he told one of my best friends that.
Can you get Rosie or Bubba to get me that information? I can follow up on it, but like I said, you know, neither of them is available. I think Rosie went to OU, so you know, if they can send me those information directly, I can do something about it. But we can't go down every rumor, you know, rabbit hole because there's way too many. But if we have a level of we can substantiate those allegations, then absolutely we will more than happily follow up on it.
Okay.
So reach out to Rosie and Bubba, and if they want to talk to me, we can probably address those issues with Tyler in a more formal setting than a courtesy phone call.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you so much for your help.
Not a problem. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This next call is the lead detective on Mackenzie Shirilla's case. At this point in the investigation, authorities were searching for her ex-boyfriend, who they believed had critical information. What you're about to hear is the moment investigators reached out.
Hello?
Hi, is this Deanna?
What's that?
This is Detective Jesus from the police. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Deanna, I haven't heard from Tyler. Were you able to get in contact with him?
Yeah, he's taking the phone and calling back. I don't know. It's just so weird to me. I think he's just afraid of, like, Mackenzie's friends and stuff bothering him if he talks to you guys. I think that's the main thing that he's worried about.
Well, at this point, you know, the prosecutor wants to hear from him. And so, you know, there were statements made by you when I called you the first time that, you know, Mackenzie made threats in the past, you know. So with him being her ex-boyfriend, we have to talk to him. He can talk to me, or I can let the prosecutor know, and the prosecutor will subpoena him and compel him to talk. So at this point, I would really like to do it the easy way, but the prosecutor deemed his testimony necessary for the investigation. So you can come up with him. He's not in any kind of trouble. I'm not going to call and tell her friends or anybody.
I think that's the main thing he's worried about. What he's telling me is that, you know, he's gone to school with all these people, and even though he, you know, he just doesn't want people to be on top of him because of him just, you know, telling the truth.
I understand,
but
doesn't
know, you know, what kind of consequences that just come with that. And
I think the consequences of not, you know, providing the information as far as the prosecutor is concerned is going to be a lot worse for him. And that's, you know, that's not a, you know, I'm not trying to coerce him into talking to me, but like I said, given what you said and given his prior relationship with Mackenzie, there's no way around it. The prosecutor will subpoena him. And so he's better off coming here voluntarily. We'll have a chat in the lobby. You can come with him if you want. You know, 20, 30 minutes top, and he'll be on his way.
It's not, like you guys aren't trying to make it public that he's coming in there talking to you or anything like that. It's not.
We've talked to a bunch of her friends, so I mean, everybody's telling us bits and pieces, like a big puzzle. He knows a piece that's necessary. You know.
Honestly, if that was my son in the car, I would want to know everything. I would want justice. I would want peace. I would want to be able to put, you know and
the families of Davion and Dominic deserve justice for their daughter. And like I said, it could just be a car accident. I mean, we don't know. That's what we're trying to figure out. He's not trying to throw her under the bus. He's basically just trying to shed some light to either, you know, add a piece to the puzzle that can clarify things. And, you know, like I said, he's not going to, you know, we're not going to put it on our Facebook page that, today we talked to Tyler. No. But like I said, he's, you know, if he doesn't talk to me, I have to tell the prosecutor, and the prosecutor is going to send him a subpoena to come to court and testify in open court. You don't want that. So, you know.
I mean, I just wanted to call you. I just don't understand. Like, I don't think that.
Well, at this point, I need to talk to him face to face.
Yeah.
You know, because he's been dodging me, I'm not going to play over the phone because I don't know if it is him. How would I know if it's not somebody else pretending to be him? So he needs to come to the police station. We'll sit in the lobby. He's not under arrest. He's not in any type of trouble. But we've got to talk, and it has to be sooner than later. You know, before next Friday, I have to talk to him. And if I don't, then, you know, it's in the prosecutor's hands. So I don't know if he can hear this conversation.
No, he's not with me.
Okay. You know, this needs to be conveyed. I mean, this is very, very serious. Once the prosecutor issues subpoenas for testimony, it becomes a big deal. So, you know, I don't know what needs to be said to him, but, you know, he's going to have to come talk.
Okay.
Okay. So, what exactly is your relationship to him, if you don't mind me asking?
Of mine?
Yeah.
I'm his mother.
Okay, yeah, perfect. And so you have some influence to be able to convince him that it's the right thing to do.
He's 19 years old, so, you know, I only have so much convincing to do, especially if other people are, like, talking, you know, and all those friend groups are, you know, saying not to say things, and, you know, it makes it difficult for...
I understand, but you made statements on his behalf that now makes him a material witness. And so, you know.
I've already told him he needs to come and tell you guys, and it's not fair to the two families that were there. They do deserve justice,
Absolutely.
Especially if, you know, he was under the influence, and if this was purpose or whatever, you know, the case may be, like, they deserve answers, and they deserve, like, right now, those are the ones that are hurting most. Those are the ones that didn't have their son that got to come home, and that's what I was trying to tell my son. Like, my son came home. I was lucky. Like, I could have easily, those two could have been off again, you know, and dating my son again.
And like I said, 100%, you're 100% right, and that's exactly what we want to do. And we're not saying what he says is going to get Mackenzie in trouble. It could actually clarify some things. We're like, oh, okay, you know.
Yeah.
So,
unfortunately, I have a bad feeling that it's not going to. But, and you know, unfortunately, like, even now, her profile picture has her sitting on Dominic's lap with a bottle of or a glass of champagne in her hand. You know, it's just.
And so, you know, we can't keep tracking down, like, social media posts and not be able to verify first-hand information, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I totally get it. But I'm saying, like, when you're drinking, driving, or doing drugs and doing things, consequences happen, you know, and...
Okay. Well, like I said, I would really like for him to call me, preferably today, to schedule an appointment. If he does not, by Wednesday, I've already told the prosecutor that he's kind of dodging me. So that as of yesterday, 4 p.m., the prosecutor knows his name and knows that he's not cooperating and that he's a material witness. And so by next Wednesday...
I think that you should subpoena him. Like, he told me this information. He told me that he thought I should tell you guys, and I felt like I should just because if I was the mother, I would want justice, and if he's not doing what he's supposed to do, and if he's not there by Wednesday, I 100% should do that.
Right. Is there... I mean... like I said, I don't want to come off as being aggressive with him, and I'm not really. But the information he has is very, very important.
I agree.
So
I'm actually disappointed that he hasn't called you back. He literally told me
he's been dodging me. I have called him. I kid you not, maybe 10 times. I kid you not, and he's one of 2 people that are material to this case.
Yeah, and even if he's not going to say, or even if he's not even going to give you exactly what you need to know or anything, like even a return phone call back to discuss it with you.
And it's easy. Oh, you're absolutely right, ma'am. All he has to say is, call detective, I don't want to talk about this. Click with him. Because now I don't have to keep calling and calling and calling. Now I can just say, hey, prosecutor, he doesn't want to talk.
You're wasting my time. I think it's really rude of him. I really do.
Okay.
And I'm going to let him know.
Can you please convey this message to him?
Yeah. Like what you guys do, like you guys put your guys' next on lives every single day, and I date her, so it's like I totally respect your job. I appreciate everything you guys do.
Thank you very much. And
it makes me very mad that he's not getting.
There are 2 grieving families, and they want closure. And we're not saying that Tyler's testimony or what he has to say is going to be condemning or going to close the case, but it's an important piece. So please tell him to at least get in contact with me. By Wednesday, he will get subpoenaed by the prosecutor. I mean, if I don't hear from him. So you got my contact info. Please convey this. I will attempt to contact on Monday. I will keep trying to call him every day until Wednesday.
And just one more time, I want to make sure I gave him the right name. I have you as Officer Hazou. How do you pronounce that?
Hazou. First name is Zaki, Z-A-K-I.
Okay.
And like I said, you can come to station. You can come with him if he feels safer, doesn't want to talk to police. I'm not narcotics. I'm not going to ask him about drug use. I don't care about that. We're basically just going to ask about his relationship with Mackenzie. I want to know, has he ever driven with her? Was he ever in the car with her? What was her driving like? Is she a safe driver? Is she a reckless driver? Any talk about threats of hurting herself or hurting her boyfriends while they were dating? Those kinds of questions. I'm not going to ask him about the crash.
A good one to talk to is Joey. Joey dated him on and off too.
Well, nobody's talking.
Yeah, but Joey willing to, so I just wanted to throw that name out there. It's Joey Probest. So he's also the ex-boyfriend in between all of them. She dated Joey longer than Tyler. So Joey and Dominic are the main boyfriends. And Dominic were all friends.
Okay. If Tyler would, if he doesn't want to talk, that's fine. Just leave me a voicemail, say officer or detective, I don't want to talk. Done. And then they will know that I've done my part. But as long as I don't hear from him, I have to keep calling. He can shut this door very easily. Say, I don't want to talk, or just come down, answer like 5-6 questions that I have, and go on your way.
Okay.
So please convey this message to him and stress the importance of him talking to me.
And I'm also going to tell him that it was very disrespectful for him to even tell me, hey, I'm going to call and not do it. Like, don't tell me you're going to do something and then not do it.
Right.
That's how this was handled.
I got it. Well, thank you very much for your time.
All right, thank you.
Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
How bad? I'm really going to stress the importance and try to bring him up there.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your help. Right. Bye-bye.
Oh, you're welcome. Bye-bye.
Mackenzie Shirilla was a known thief in Strongsville. Before the fatal crash, she had already been arrested for stealing earrings. But that wasn't her only run-in with the law. Her and Dom once broke into an abandoned church, caught on camera acting wild. This footage shows Mackenzie stealing and clowning around before eventually being sent up the road.
Diapers, baby shit. Are those fucking bullets? No, those are nails. What the fuck? Maybe it's just storage? Don't break anything.
Alright.
Felt bad breaking in though, cause.
Where's my car?
Ew, I just touched a spider web.
You're fine. They're not really doing anything.
Fucking guitar. I kind of want. Wait, what is this?
Huh.
Like a little globe.
Dude, I'm taking that.
I'm taking that.
Dude, put that like down the door so we'll see that. Big box of potato skids.
Where?
Right there.
Why? What the fuck?
I don't know, clothes and shit, yeah.
That couch right there. That couch is cute too.
Quite old, you know.
Oh. What is that? Is that that bed? I don't know. I didn't breathe.
Dom, it's a table couch. Man, one of these tables. Look at how far these tables are.
Dom, look at this giant one.
Dude, I don't want it.
This is literally like crystal.
Dude, this would fit in my trunk.
Oh, dude, I don't know. It'd be hard to pick up. Is this a glass of goddamn water?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
This place is kind of lit, dude.
Dude, I'm like scared. And I keep stepping in fucking web. There's like a little toy car.
What is this?
What were they eating? This is where you get goddamn baptized. That's insane.
Dude, look at this shit. I wonder if this shit's still bags. Got cough drops.
A microphone. What is that? What? There's like some fucking like shit down there.
I don't know.
Damn, what is? Dude, I'm not touching that shit.
Oh, it just has like bells in it. The weird bells.
Wait down.
Oh, fuck. I read the spider web. Hold this for a sec. So I read the spider web.
Here.
Trying to see if I can see my car.
I don't want to hit this anymore. I'm scared.
Alright.
I'll hit it more. We can smoke on the way back. I want to go explore more areas. And like honestly, like what the fuck happened to this place? Cause like it looked like. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it looks like they were planning on like doing like another session in like a fucking day or two or some shit.
Now that was Mackenzie pressuring Dom to break into an abandoned church, and she ultimately stole a globe and a guitar as like decorations, figurines, souvenirs, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, there's a couple things I want to cover with this case, and one of the things that was very weird that sticks out to me is the company Fat Mojo donated money to Mackenzie's GoFundMe, Dom's GoFundMe, and Davion's GoFundMe. Why did this company do this? This is a toy company in Cleveland. Maybe because it's such a local, high-profile case, but why did they donate $5,000 to Mackenzie? Very strange. And the police actually had this in a folder in the paperwork. Now I'm going to play this video I found of this young lady that graduated with Mackenzie Shirilla. So let's dive deep. We're getting deep into the rabbit hole. Hit the like button. This lady is on TikTok. Her name is the blind B word, the blind bitch. Let's get to it.
I just want to say that I'm going to be very careful about what I'm going to say because I don't want to upset any of the victims' families or friends. Like, this whole case has very much divided the community, I'm not going to lie. And I'm just going to also say that all of this is just opinion. Nothing that I'm saying is factual. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But I just want to also add in here as well, like, so you can understand, like, my hierarchy, if you want to count it, in the high school. I was very much, like, a group hopper. I was not a popular person. I would say that my friend group was mostly, like, the stoners and, like, the nerds. But I was also very friendly with some of the very popular people that were friends with Mackenzie. And I was also friends with the people that everyone was convinced was going to be a school shooter. So I hopped around. If you were cool people, you were cool people. I was hanging out with you. But just so you can get an idea of like kind of how I knew these people. I did not really know Dom or Davion. I had spoken to Dom a few times off of Snapchat, and actually 2 weeks before the accident, because Mackenzie and Dom were over at home days, and I had spoken to them. But and then Davion, I had spoken to him a few times because he sat behind me in my freshman year math class, like 9th period. Something like that, 8th or 9th period. I don't remember specifically, but that is when I had a class with Davion, and I would say that was really the only time I ever spoke to him. And the time that I do recall speaking to him, because I have a picture of him actually on my Snap somewhere in my memories of him, because I had bought like a huge pack of like stickers off of Amazon to like put on the Chromebooks that we had all gotten. And Davion had asked me if he could have some, and I just let him pick out the pack and just, do whatever he wanted with the Chromebook. And I do remember telling him, I was like, hey, you have to have the Chromebook a certain way, because if you flip it up, all the stickers will be upside down. I do remember that. But I will say he was very much a sweetheart. He was very quiet too. At least to me, it didn't seem like he really had much to say, but he was a very nice kid. And I should also add that he really had, I was a bit surprised that he was so nice to me, because I feel like a lot of people were also kind of mean in the class a little bit, but I would also like to add that I was also very mean my freshman year. There was some stuff that happened prior to me going into high school, and I just wasn't in the right mental headspace, so I was not the nicest person. But I will admit to that. But he was very nice to me. And then Dom I had spoken to a select few times off of Snapchat, and actually had like, I don't know, he would like respond to my stories every so often. I guess like one time when him and Mackenzie did go on like a break, and I remember telling one of my friends about it and been like, hey, like, Dom's your friend, right? And he goes, yeah, why? And I was like, oh, he's been hitting me up. And he goes, don't talk to Dom. Like, Mackenzie will get mad if she finds out. She will try to fight you. Like, that's not even somebody you should deal with. And I was like, oh, okay. So all of that, just kind of stopped talking to him, all of that, and he ended up getting back together with her. But at least to my knowledge, that's what it seemed like, that they had gotten back together, or I don't know, at least that's just what I was told. But I will say that out of those two, I was very much closer with Mackenzie than I was with the other ones, but I wasn't very close with her. There were times that she asked me to hang out, or she brought up hanging out with me, or I was invited to like hangout sessions where she was going to be there, because I had friends that would hang out with her consistently or somewhat consistently. And I will say she was very much a sweetheart to me to an extent, but I will get into that. But yeah, she was close to a lot of my other friends, and I was invited to go and hang out, but there was always like this weird feeling where I feel like this is somebody that I shouldn't be close with. So I kept my distance, like kept it as like we would talk in passing in high school. If I saw her in public, we'd talk, whatever, but never took it further to hanging out with her on a one-on-one basis or just like in private. But even though she was very sweet to me, she could also be the meanest person to the next one. There was a lot of people who did not like her, but there was also a lot of people that loved her. And there's still a lot of people that I graduated with that still love her. And, I will also get into that. But, yeah, she was not a very nice person. I had a friend that she had bullied relentlessly, like I believe in middle school and elementary school or something. And that friend has since passed away, but I'm not going to go too much into detail with that, especially because, I don't know, I wasn't friends with that person at that time, and I can't speak to her anymore. So, but yeah, there was very much some people that did not like her, and there was other people that absolutely loved her. And there was one time, I actually have the saved messages, but I don't know if I'm going to upload that on here. But basically, there was one time, I had actually left the high school, like, after my sophomore year and went full-time at a community college, but I was still enrolled in the high school. And I guess some account kept commenting all over Mackenzie's, like, TikTok, calling her anorexic and being very, like, mean to her on there. And they had followed me on, like, one of my old TikTok accounts, and she had thought it was me. And Mackenzie went and called all of my friends trying to get my address and all of that to try to fight me. She wanted to fight me over this, and the conversation was just us talking about how, like, I have no involvement, and literally people were calling me anorexic back in high school, so why would I call her anorexic? Anyways, that was pretty much the one thing that she did do to me on a personal level. But yeah, there was a lot of, because I was very much a group hopper, I could see how she treated some people very differently compared to other people. I will say, if you were in high school and you didn't know who Mackenzie was, you were living under a rock. Everybody knew who Mackenzie was. Like, she was the definition of a Regina George. She was that bitch. Like, she would refer to herself as that bitch. Like, that's how she was. She had that personality, and I will say, I feel like personally she got away with a lot, and I think that kind of continues to show, especially after that one phone call got leaked. That was a very rough one. So I just want to add one more thing before I call it. I'm not going to be putting my personal opinion out here because I'm holding back a lot of other information, if you want to call it that, because I'm really trying to be respectful of all parties here. But I will say she does have her group of people that do support her, that do believe she is not guilty, that disagree with the verdict. And I understand that in all situations, there's always going to be that, even if I personally think it's somewhat wrong. But, I just think my main issue, I guess, is I don't understand how you aren't going to be willing to hold your own friends accountable. I mean, even if you don't want to call it murder, 2 people's lives were still robbed. And, people should be held accountable and still feel some sort of remorse or guilt for that. And that's just kind of all I'm going to say about it. I mean, you can ask questions. I may or may not respond, and I quite honestly probably won't, but that's just all I have to say about it.
Pass the split, this stupid ass bitch tried to crash the whip. I never wanna get in this car again. You can never heal these scars again. Pass the split, this stupid ass bitch tried to crash the whip. I never wanna get in this car again. You can never heal these scars again. Papa Steve with that man, listen, yeah, Kenzie, better get your ass in that damn kitchen, cooking for the inmates, and you really need to pay attention. Yeah, you really think you gon' get out, you can keep wishing. Yeah, them bitches, once you dead, they going on a mission. She doing Kegels in the cell, yeah, she's in position. She ain't got the proper products, yeah, she smelling fishy. Them homemade dildos, yeah, they hitting different. It's okay that you gay now. I heard you doing crochet now. You on the yard from the playground. You gonna stand up or you gonna lay down? Pass the spliff. This stupid ass bitch try to crash the whip. Pass the spliff. This stupid ass bitch try to crash the whip. I'm never gonna go in this car again. This stupid ass bitch can heal these scars again. I'm smoking so much Kenzie, I'm in Mars again. I'm never gonna get involved again. This little ass bitch won't evolve in the end. She will never ever drive a car again. Her parents gonna be long and gone by then.
What are you doing? You need to get away from me. You need to get away from me. I'm calling the police.
the fuck?
Yeah. Yo, Kenzie, this your last ride. Yo, Kenzie, this your last ride. You can't run, you can't hide. Yo, Kenzie, this your last ride. Yo, Kenzie, this your last. You can't run, you can't hide. Yo, Kenzie, this your last ride. Yo, Kenzie, this your last. Boy, you even them crash. You choose that Yoda just like a Benz. You give this bitch a second chance, I swear she'll do it again. Yo, put her in the water in prison with them sharks if she can swim. I think she is a mean girl in the pen, she ain't got real friends. Put her in a cell with Sarah Boone, she's gonna break and bend. Yo, Sarah Boone, put you in a suitcase, now your life gon' end. They don't rape your ass, tied you up and then taped your ass. Put you on the screen, yeah, they taped your ass. 2 bitches done ate your ass. Ooh, cause y'all ain't got nothing to do. Yeah, you should've never did voodoo. They ran the chain just like choo-choo. Now you crying just like boo-hoo. All them kites they send them through. I know you want K2. All your friends said they gay too. All your friends, they gay too. This bitch won't see outside till the year 2035. You can't run, you can't hide, that's your last ride. I know some bitches that gon' pull up and they slide. But I know some dudes that won't do shit, yeah, look at Hyde. Danny Masterson's in prison, living the best life.